Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jane Shodel. I'm the lead programmer for our special presentation program, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to tonight's world premiere screening of Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Written and directed by Rian Johnson. We are pleased to welcome you to the Visa Screening Room at the Princess of Wales Theatre. Thank you to our longtime major sponsor, Visa Canada. I would like to thank our lead and major sponsors, Bell, RBC, and Bulgari, for their continued support. Thank you to our major supporters, the Government of Canada, the Government of Ontario, Telefilm Canada, and the City of Toronto for their continued support. This film is eligible for the People's Choice Award. Vote for your favorite films at tiff.net/vote. And we would like to thank Netflix for providing us with this film. Thank you. Rian Johnson has created a diverse portfolio of work ranging from first feature and small budget indie brick to the larger scope of Star Wars, The Last Jedi. And his films that have played here at TIFF include The Brothers Bloom and Looper, which was our opening night film in 2012. Of course, we also had Knives Out at the festival, which premiered here in this cinema, in this time slot, almost exactly 3 years ago today. The phenomenal success of Knives Out was a testament to people's appetite for a good story, well told, with characters we love to love and hate. One character we loved and have another opportunity to appreciate was Detective Benoit Blanc, played with singular flair and aplomb by Daniel Craig. And it is a delight to see him at work again in a completely different setting with a completely different set of fascinating, compelling characters. But no spoilers here. And before we begin, we would like to make a no spoilers plea. You will soon see that there are big surprises beyond who dies and who done it, and we'd like to allow every first viewing experience to be the same as yours this evening. We respectfully ask that you please refrain from revealing confidential spoiler information in your coverage or your social media posts. And thank you for helping us preserve this exciting audience experience for everyone. We are very pleased that we will have an opportunity to speak with our guests after the screening, but here to say a few words beforehand, please join me in welcoming Rian Johnson.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to make this really, really quick because I'm very excited to show you guys this movie. You guys ready to have a good time? You ready for a fun whodunits? Please enjoy yourselves, and please stick around afterwards. We have our amazing cast here. We're all going to get up and do a Q&A, so please don't miss that. Very, very quickly, this will be very quick. My granddad, Howard Johnson, traveled here tonight. He's in the audience. Granddad, you are my role model. You're the reason I'm making movies today. I love you so much, and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you, guys. Have a blast. Let's watch a movie in person together at the theater. Let's do it.
Hi, everyone. It's amazing, yes? So we're very pleased that we have an opportunity to spend a couple of moments speaking with our guests about the film. Here's how we'll do it. As per usual, I will field the questions for our guests. If you have a question, and if you could put your hand like this, it helps me see you against the light. If you could keep them as brief and as succinct as possible, that will help us get more of them in. I think, is that everything? Oh, I also would like the questions to be germane to this film. And also, too, we do want to have a spoiler-free Q&A, all right? Okay. Okay. So please join me now in welcoming some of the members of the fantastic cast of this movie. Please welcome Jessica Henwick. Madelyn Cline. Leslie Odom Jr. Kathryn Hahn. Kate Hudson. Janelle Monáe. Edward Norton. Daniel Craig. Producer Ram Bergman. And writer-director Rian Johnson. Please be seated. Miss Monáe, very carefully. All right, do we have a question? Let's see.
No,
yes, right.
well, thank you guys for coming.
Right there, please.
I just had a question about the glass breaking scene, and I was wondering if that was a cathartic experience for you as human beings.
The question is about the glass breaking scene. Was that cathartic for you as human beings?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And shout out to the crew who had to clean up all that glass every time we dropped it. So we really only had 2 good shots, right? 2 takes to really do it. But it was, yeah, I mean, I think I was at my breaking point.
At the back there.
No, we couldn't ship it to Greece. So, but Steve is made the movie look beautiful, and to me, I watch it and it feels filmic. So I was happy.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing against the lights. Any other questions? Oh, yes, right there, please. Where'd y'all shoot that at?
So we were in Greece. We shot it kind of an hour south. What's that? A few hours south of Athens, and it was at this beautiful resort. It's this place called Villa 20. Was Miles Bronze's sort of lair, and it minus the glass onion. It doesn't have the glass onion on it. That was us. And then, yeah, sorry, sorry. And then we shot our stage work in Belgrade. We built these huge, massive sets in Belgrade and shot everything there. That was on stage.
Okay. Other questions? Yes, right there. All right, well, that'll take a while. Could you tell each of us what your favorite scene was?
Each one in the audience?
Yeah, no.
That will take some time.
That will take some time, but perhaps quickly down the road.
Do you think sweatshops are where they make sweatpants?
Hi. I have to agree with Janelle. I think smashing the glass was my favorite scene. We also were in our same marks for a couple weeks, so we became very acquainted with that whole set, and I very much enjoyed it.
I think coming in tonight, not having seen it, of course, I was understandably a little tense, a little nervous, and so I don't think I'll ever forget the first sort of 10 minutes of the movie with all you guys, just it being so, it was so funny, and seeing it all cut together, my shoulders went down, so yeah, that was really special.
I would also say probably the whole sequence in the the dining room, living room, like Miles Bronze, amazing house. That was a really fun to watch. And fun to shoot, because we were in there for some time, and it was a real bonding experience.
I'm gonna go with Leslie on this one. I loved seeing all of us come together because we didn't get that opportunity. We only did it in rehearsal, actually. We did it all together in rehearsal, and then we shot it all separately. So to see that for me was, I had the same thing. I was like, oh, there we are.
Hi. I think my favorite, I'll have to say, it's a scene that you guys didn't see. The scene of us all being together outside of working on this movie. Yeah. Yeah. We really bonded. I mean, we're in the middle of making a murder mystery film, and we literally were having murder mystery parties on Saturdays every weekend. Ryan would send a handwritten note to us all, and I think, you know, it was a life-gasm.
Yeah, invitations.
Being able to bond with everybody. This is what it's about. It's the human experience, you know, fuck that we act and we make art and we do all these things, but it's really the people that you have these experiences with that makes them so fulfilling and rich. And I'm forever grateful to have had this moment with every single person on this stage and the whole crew. So.
Belgrade during COVID will bring you together like that.
Agreed.
On the page and in the film, Blanc running the table and busting the murder mystery game in one stroke just put me right out.
Every fucking one of them. Every scene. All of these guys just blow me away. And I'm so happy that you guys reacted the way you did. And seeing it with you means so much to us because, you know, we had a great time, but we didn't make it for ourselves, you know. We made it for you. So thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Down in front, please. All right, so that's two parts. Ryan, what's it like making a film that's smarter than the audience?
My grandfather, ladies and gentlemen. No. Oh, thanks. Well, I really appreciate it, man. I disagree, though. I think nobody is smarter than the audience. And I think it's a fool's game to try and outsmart an audience. I think the thing is to take people on a ride and take them on a roller coaster ride as opposed to seeing it as a chess game. And that's what we try and do with these movies. They're whodunits, but at the end of the day, they're movies. And movies are there for us not to sit there and puzzle over what the solution is to them. Movies are there to sit in a big crowd and have a blast. So that's always the object. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That was it.
And what was the second half?
Just if the actors could talk about working with this.
Of course, how could I? If the actors would like to speak about working with this tremendous man, this tremendous talent here. That puts them terribly on the spot, you know.
This is my second time, and I hope we do it. I work with this man for the rest of my life. I mean, it's just...
Please.
Okay.
I agree. Ryan cares about, like, you get this... When I first met with Ryan, I was like, oh, he cares about me as a person, not what I can do, not like, and that permeated throughout the entire shoot. He never lost his cool, and there was some stuff that, you know, happened. But Ryan was always cool, collected. He asked questions outside of the work. He was a great collaborator. Any ideas that I had, I always felt comfortable coming to him. And I'm like, I get to work with Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, Kate, like all these amazing actors. And here I am kind of nervous and da-da-da-da. But talking to Ryan, he just made me feel like, you know, I'm supposed to be here. I care about you as a person. And I think
Thank God you were
that was important because all of us took that cue, you know, and we checked in on each other, and that made our scenes more real. You know, we invested in each other as people, as human beings. Yeah.
Lovely. Here, please.
Ryan, I just want to ask what it like kind of what was like working with Sondheim, since the only film he ever wrote was a whodunit, and that was kind of his last on-screen appearance.
The question is, could you speak a little bit about working with Sondheim?
Yeah, well, I mean, being not just a musical theater junkie, but also anyone who's a whodunit nut knows that Sondheim was also the one play that he wrote was a whodunit, and I felt we put a really fun reference in the first movie where Daniel sang "Losing My Mind" beautifully, and I had heard kind of through the grapevine that Sondheim had seen it and enjoyed it. And then we had this idea for the cameo at the beginning of the movie on the Zoom. And for those of you who don't know, Stephen Sondheim was one of the people on that Zoom playing Among Us at the beginning. And God bless him, he was incredibly game for it and was so lovely. For me, I'm so happy he's here in the movie. I'm even more happy that I got 10 minutes on the Zoom with him just to tell him how much his work meant to me.
Yes, right here, please.
Question for Ryan. You obviously wanted to make a very different film than the first one. As you started developing the story, was there sort of a most important difference in your mind you were trying to grapple into it?
Could I repeat that? So it's
Daniel Craig.
it's clear that you wanted to make a very different film from the first one. Was there one governing principle about what the point of difference was going to be?
No, there wasn't like one big thing. I mean, obviously the setting and the fact that you go from cozy New England to Greece was a big obvious one. To me, though, the bigger thing was just that it had a very different narrative gambit to it, and that it was trying something different and unique, and that tonally, I was going to kind of go where the characters led me, which, given the characters in the movie, ended up to a slightly bigger place. So no,
maybe the actors.
So no, it wasn't one specific thing, but it was just overall generally just, and it was less like, lashing myself to the mast of this has to be different. It was more, I don't think I would be creatively exciting about just redoing the first, so it was just giving myself the freedom to make it different, to make it creatively exciting to do, I guess.
Okay. There's right there, I see you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
The comment is, Janelle,
I'm from the island of the onion people, the goddess of that island. So thank you for admiring my layers. I tried to peel back as much as I could.
Ryan, when you were developing and writing the film, did you specifically have this group of actors in mind?
Only Daniel. Just Daniel, and no, everybody else. It's I've kind of found it's dangerous to write with actors in mind, because inevitably, if it doesn't work out, you get your heart broken. And it's more fun just to write characters in a vacuum, and then see who you can get to play them. That'd be the most fun. And my God, I'm the luckiest son of a bitch in the world looking at this cast.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Right there in the, yeah. Was there ever a scene in the film where you had a donut with a hole in the center, with a donut with a hole in the center?
It was cut.
You have it on good authority. It was cut. Down here, yes.
My question is for Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig. Can we expect any more Benoit Blanc movies?
The question is for Mr. Johnson and Mr. Craig.
Ram.
May we expect any more Benoit Blanc movies?
Yes.
Straight from the producer's mouth. I'm going to keep making these until Daniel blocks me on his phone. That's my plan.
Did it work? Yes, go ahead.
The themes are similar from the first movie to this movie. Were you worried about that giving a little too much away?
The themes were similar from this movie to the last movie? I'm not sure I agree, but
Well, I mean,
oh, rich entitled assholes all getting together. I'm just quoting, sir. I'm just quoting.
No. I mean, to me, that's just a byproduct of the very purposeful choice of these movies being set in America in the present day, I think.
All right. Not sure where to go after that, but all right. That person there, please. Yes. How did you find the composer for the hourly dong?
That's actually a cameo. That's Joseph Gordon-Levitt's cameo in the movie. He says the word dong, and then we turned it into a musical chime. So, Easter egg.
All right, moving. There's over there, please. Interesting question. Did you find COVID to be a challenge or a creative opportunity?
It was a sadness, really, because although we were in our bubble, which is the actors and the sort of crew around us, we couldn't get to socialize with the rest of the crew, and sort of it was an odd experience working with people so closely and never getting to know them really. It was that was one tiny sadness and a wonderful experience.
All right. Another question. All right then.
You're up there. Hi.
Go ahead. Yes. All right, we've got two.
In stereo.
All right, yes. So we'll take one, and then the other you choose. Go ahead. We're speaking to you. The film has strong environmental messages. Can you speak a little more about that?
No, I mean, I think what's in the film is kind of like in the film. Yeah, I don't know if it ever is fun to speak about messages. It's more fun to put them in a murder mystery. But
Okay.
yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, we have, and the second question from the balcony. Was Edward Norton dressed what?
Yeah. Like Mackie.
Oh, I see. Was Edward Norton dressed as Mackie on
Just
purpose?
Frank Mackie on purpose.
Who's Mackie?
Yeah, no, in the from Magnolia.
Miles Braun has never had an original idea in his life.
And on that note, I've had the signal. Please join me in thanking and congratulating
Hey, thank you
these
guys
people
so
on
much.
An amazing
Thank
film.
you.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being here. Okay.